Hey there, coin enthusiasts. Are you ready to talk about one of the coolest, mysterious, and potentially valuable coins that could be hiding in your pocket change? Yup, we're diving into the 2019 no-mint Mark Abraham Lincoln penny, and let me tell you, it's got a story worth sharing. So, let's get straight to it. The 2019 no-mint Mark Abraham Lincoln penny isn't the kind of coin you see every day, well, unless you're someone who really loves hunting for rare coins. And trust me, you might have a couple lying around somewhere. I remember the first time I came across this coin, no-mint Mark. I thought, wait a second, what is this? It looks like a normal penny. But little did I know, it could be worth real money. Like $1.1 million kind of money. Yeah, you heard that right. Now, why is this particular penny so valuable? Well, in 2019, the US Mint didn't produce any pennies with a mint mark, no D, no S, no W, nothing. Just the plain OL penny that says, "In God we trust." So, for collectors, these no mint mark coins are super rare. It's like finding a needle in a haystack, but instead, it's a needle made out of copper. Okay, but how do you know if your 2019 penny is worth something? Well, it's all about condition, scarcity, and a little bit of luck. Coins that are well preserved, with no scratches, blemishes, or weird discoloration, are going to fetch more than the ones you find in a vending machine. Oh, and let's not forget those pesky scammers. Always get your coins graded by professionals if you suspect they might be worth a pretty penny, literally. But let's talk about how a coin like this can end up in your hands. Sometimes, you just get lucky, like my friend Tom, who found a 2019 no-mint mark penny sitting in a coin roll. No special hunt, no coin show, just pure chance. So, what did we learn today? Keep your eyes peeled for those mintless coins. The 2019 no-mint Mark Abraham Lincoln penny could be hiding in your change, and it might just be worth more than you think. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more tips on coins that could turn your pocket change into serious cash. We've got more stories, strategies, and hidden gems just waiting to be discovered. Thanks for hanging out, and happy hunting! Don't forget to check out my other videos, where we talk about rare coins and how to maximize their value. Hey there, treasure hunters and penny enthusiasts. Imagine this, you're sifting through your loose change, maybe while doing laundry or grabbing a coffee, and you spot a penny. It's old, kind of worn out, and at first glance, it looks like every other penny. But what if I told you that this very penny, the 1976 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny, could be worth a jaw-dropping $1.2 million today? Yeah, you heard me right. A penny worth $1 million. That's enough to turn anyone into a coin collector overnight. Stick around because today, we're diving into what makes this seemingly ordinary coin so extraordinary. Trust me, you don't want to miss this one. Alright, let's get into it. First things first, what's the deal with the 1976 no-mint mark penny? Well, back in 1976, the United States Mint didn't mark pennies made in Philadelphia. So, if your penny doesn't have a little letter under the date, don't freak out, it doesn't mean it's fake. In fact, it's exactly what we're looking for. These no-mint mark pennies are already a bit rare because they were minted in lower quantities than their counterparts from Denver and San Francisco. But here's where it gets spicy, not all 1976 no-mint mark pennies are worth millions. The key lies in two things, condition and rarity. Now, when I say condition, I'm talking about a coin that looks like it just rolled off the minting press yesterday. This level of preservation is called mint state in the coin world, and it's like the holy grail for collectors. Think shiny, flawless, and no scratches or dings. And rarity? That's where we get into some fun trivia. Some of these pennies were accidentally struck with errors, like a double die, where the design appears slightly doubled, or a clipped planchet, or a piece of the coin is missing. These errors are like the VIP passes in the coin world, they make your penny instantly more valuable. And now, let me tell you a quick story. A few months ago, I was cleaning out my old junk drawer, that one spot in the house where batteries, old receipts, and random coins go to retire. Anyway, I found this crusty old penny, and for a split second, I thought I'd hit the jackpot. I whipped out my magnifying glass like some kind of modern-day treasure hunter, only to realize it was just a regular 1976 penny with a mint mark. Classic. But hey, It got me thinking about how many of these $1 million coins might still be out there, hiding in plain sight. So, how do you know if you have one of these gems? First, check the date and look for the absence of a mint mark. Then, examine its condition. If it looks pristine, it's worth getting professionally graded. Yes, you'll need to spend a little money upfront for a grading service, but if it turns out you've got the real deal, that small investment could lead to a massive payout. Imagine telling your friends you sold a penny for over $1 million, instant legend status. And now, let's talk numbers. Why is this particular penny valued at $1.2 million? It's all about demand. Collectors are always on the hunt for rare coins in top-notch condition, and the 1976 no-mint mark Lincoln penny checks all the boxes. Plus, let's not forget the historical appeal. This penny was minted during America's Bicentennial celebrations, making it a little slice of history you can hold in your hand. That kind of nostalgia? Priceless? Well, $1.2 million, to be exact. So, what's the takeaway here? The next time you're digging through your change jar or scrounging for coins under your car seat, don't overlook those old pennies. Who knows? That little copper coin could be your ticket to financial freedom, or at least a very cool story to tell at parties. And hey, if you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of coin collecting, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. I've got plenty more tips, stories, and strategies coming your way to help you uncover hidden treasures in your everyday life. Don't forget to like this video and leave a comment below if you think you might have a valuable coin sitting at home right now. Who knows? You might just be the next millionaire we talk about. Alright, that's it for today, my fellow treasure hunters. Keep your eyes peeled, your coin shiny, and your dreams big. See you in the next one. Welcome to today's video. Picture this, you're cleaning out an old drawer. Maybe it's that junk drawer we all have, the one with random paper clips, expired coupons, and mystery keys, and you come across a penny. Not just any penny. A 1978 no-mint mark Lincoln penny. You toss it aside, thinking, it's just a penny, right? Well, buckle up, because that just a penny could be worth $1.3 million today. Yep, you heard that right, $1 million penny. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the 1978 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny, why it's so valuable, and how you can spot one. Stick around, because you don't want to miss this. Alright, first, let's get into the basics. What's with the no-mint mark thing? Back in the day, the US Mint used mint marks, little letters stamped on coins, to show where they were made. Coins minted in Philadelphia often didn't have a mint mark, which was normal. So, why is this penny special? It's all about rarity and condition. Most pennies get tossed around in pockets, vending machines, and couches. But this penny? The rare ones were made in a limited batch, and some were struck with extreme precision. Collectors lose their minds over coins like this because they're not just rare, they're almost impossible to find in pristine condition. Let's talk numbers. The market value for a 1978 no-mint mark penny in top-notch condition is a staggering $1.3 million. Yeah, that's the kind of cash that could buy you a mansion, a few luxury cars, or, if you're like me, 1.3 million iced coffees. But here's the thing, not all 1978 pennies are worth that much. If yours has scratches, wear, or damage, it's probably not going to fetch a fortune, but if you've got one that's shiny, smooth, and looks like it just rolled out of the mint yesterday, then, my friend, you might be sitting on a gold mine, or should I say, a copper mine. How to spot a valuable 1978 penny now? Let's get practical. How do you know if your 1978 penny is worth millions? First, grab a magnifying glass or one of those fancy phone apps that zoom in like crazy. Look under Abraham Lincoln's portrait. If there's no little D or S, you're good to go. Inspect the condition. No scratches, no smudges, no dents. Think of it like a dating profile. Perfect presentation matters. Here's where it gets juicy. Some 1978 pennies have errors, like double die strikes. That's when the design looks doubled, almost like the coin couldn't decide where to stamp. Errors like this can send the value through the roof. Let me share a quick story. A couple of years ago, I was at a flea market, just browsing, looking for vintage treasures. I came across a jar of old pennies for $5. Something about that jar spoke to me. Maybe it was the thrill of the hunt or just my love for random stuff. Anyway, I bought it, took it home, and started sorting. Spoiler alert, I didn't find $1 million penny. But I did find a 1943 steel penny worth a couple $100. The moral of the story? Sometimes, hidden treasures are right under your nose or in a random flea market jar.so. Let's say you find a 1978 no mint mark penny. What now? Don't just toss it in your piggy bank or use it to pay for your morning coffee. Or a protective case. Treat it like it's made of glass, get it graded, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll certify its condition and value, find the right buyer, don't sell it to the first person who makes an offer. Research coin auctions or connect with reputable collectors. The incredible story of the 1978 no mint mark Lincoln penny. Who knew a little copper coin could pack such a punch, right? So, the next time you're sorting through your change or cleaning out that junk drawer, pay attention. You never know, you might be holding a piece of history worth millions. Before you go, let me ask you this: what would you do with $1.3 million? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and hit that subscribe button. We've got tons more tips, stories, and strategies to help you uncover hidden treasures in your pocket change. Hey there, fellow treasure hunters. Have you ever stared at the pennies in your pocket and thought, these little guys are practically worthless? Well, what if I told you one of those humble coins could be worth a jaw-dropping $1.4 million? Yep, you heard that right. Today, we're diving into the incredible story of the 2006 no mint mark Lincoln penny that's making collectors go wild. Grab your coffee, your magnifying glass, and maybe even your lucky penny jar, because this could be a game changer. Alright, let's get into it. First, what exactly is a no mint mark penny? Simply put, it's a penny that doesn't have a tiny letter indicating where it was minted. Usually, you'd see a D for Denver or an S for San Francisco. But in 2006, a batch of pennies left the mint without that little letter. And oh boy, did it cause a stir. And now, you're probably wondering, why is this coin worth so much? It all comes down to rarity and condition. Not all 2006 pennies without a mint mark are valuable, but the ones in pristine condition, those that look like they just rolled out of the mint yesterday, are the ones fetching insane prices. Let me hit you with some coin nerd facts. These pennies were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which didn't use mint marks for pennies at the time. But what makes this particular batch special is the incredible quality of the strike. Some coins were so perfectly minted that they caught the attention of top collectors. Here's a fun story. A couple of years ago, I was rummaging through my couch cushions, hunting for loose change to feed my snack habit, and I found a penny that looked unusual. It was shinier than the others, and for a split second, I thought I'd struck gold or copper, I guess. Long story short, it wasn't the jackpot coin, but it kick-started my obsession with checking every penny that crosses my path. And now, let's talk value. The record sale for a 2006 no mint mark Lincoln penny was $1.4 million. Why so much? Well, it was graded MS70, which means it was in absolutely perfect condition. Imagine a coin so flawless it's like the Mona Lisa of pennies. That's what we're talking about here. You don't have to find an MS70 penny to make some cash. Even lower grade versions can go for hundreds, sometimes thousands, of dollars. So, next time you're about to toss a penny into the tip jar, maybe give it a second glance. You never know. Now, before you rush to raid your piggy bank, here are some tips to help you identify a potential treasure. Look for a 2006 date and no mint mark under the year. Check the coin's condition. Is it shiny? Free of scratches? That's a good sign. Not if you think you found something special, consider getting it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. They'll give you a rating that can significantly boost its value. So, there you have it, the story of the 2006 no mint mark Lincoln penny that could make you a millionaire. Who knew a little copper coin could hold such a big secret? Whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone who loves a good treasure hunt, this is your sign to start checking your change. And hey, if you enjoyed this video and want more tips on coins worth serious money, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to like, comment, and share your own stories about cool finds. Who knows, you might just inspire someone else to discover their own hidden fortune. Hey there, treasure hunters. Imagine this: you're sorting through an old piggy bank or a jar of spare change, and you stumble across a penny. Just a regular OL penny, right? Wrong. What if I told you that this tiny piece of copper could be worth a whopping $1.5 million? Yes, you heard that right, $1.5 million. And the star of today's show? The 1968 mint mark Lincoln penny. Buckle up, because we're diving into what makes this penny so valuable, how you can spot one, and why you might already have a fortune hiding in your loose change. So, let's start with the basics. The 1968 penny was minted in San Francisco, that's what the little s below the date stands for. Now, most pennies from 1968 are, well, worth a penny. But this particular penny is like the Beyoncé of coins, it stands out, it's rare, and collectors go absolutely nuts for it. Now, here's the deal, the 1968 penny's value skyrockets because of two key factors, rarity and condition. First, some of these pennies were struck with incredible precision, and they're classified as proof coins. Proof coins are like the VIPs of the coin world, they're made with extra care and polished to perfection. But the real jackpot comes if your penny has a minting error. Errors are like the bloopers of coin production, and collectors pay big bucks for them. Let me tell you a quick story. A buddy of mine, let's call him Dave, was clearing out his attic, that place where all the random junk goes to die, and he found an old coin collection his grandpa left him. Among the dusty nickels and dimes was a 1968 penny. Long story short, Dave sold it at auction for $30,000. Now, his penny didn't hit the $1.5 million mark, but hey, 30 grand for something that was collecting dust? Not bad at all. Alright, so how do you know if you've got a 1968 penny worth the big bucks? Here's check for the S mint mark under the year. No S? Sorry, not the one we're after. Look for any unusual features. Double strikes, misaligned text, or any funky errors can add a lot of value. Condition. A shiny, untouched penny is worth way more than one that's been through the ringer. Professional grading is key, folks. If you think you've hit the jackpot, send your penny to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll certify it and give you an official grade, which can make or break its value. So, the 1968 penny isn't just another piece of change. It's a potential goldmine, and it's proof that sometimes the smallest things pack the biggest punch. Next time you're digging through your couch cushions or raiding that change jar, take a closer look. You never know, you might just be sitting on a small fortune. Now, here's your call to action, my fellow coin enthusiasts. Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for more tips, tricks, and stories about coins that could make you rich. Drop a comment if you've ever found a rare coin, or if you're just starting your treasure hunting journey. And hey, share this video with your friends, who knows? Maybe they've got $1 million penny hiding in their pocket. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep those eyes peeled and happy hunting. Hey there, coin enthusiasts and casual treasure hunters. Have you ever casually tossed a penny into a jar without a second thought? What if I told you that one of those pennies could be worth $1.60 million? That's right. Today, we're diving into the fascinating story of the 1984 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny. Yes, a little copper coin with the potential to change your life, and no, it doesn't involve a genie in a bottle or a lottery ticket. Before we jump in, let me set the stage. Picture this. I was cleaning out my car last week, and you know that awkward moment when you're fishing for a quarter under the seat but come up with 5 sticky pennies instead? Yeah, same. I found this old penny, and for a split second, I thought, could this be the one? Spoiler alert, it wasn't. But that one little moment is exactly why this video exists. Let's talk about why this coin is so valuable and how you can spot one yourself. Alright, let's break this down. The 1984 no-mint mark penny might look like every other Lincoln penny to the untrained eye, but it's got some seriously unique features that set it apart. First off, the lack of a mint mark means it was produced in Philadelphia. Normally, Philly coins don't have a mint mark, but it's not just about where it was minted, it's about the errors. Yes, errors are what make this coin special. Think of it as a rare typo in an old book that collectors go wild for. The 1984 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is famous for something called the double die obverse. Basically, it looks like Honest Abe's face had a little too much coffee that day, and the engravings ended up duplicated. Look closely, and you'll see doubling on Lincoln's ear, his bow tie, and even the words Liberty and In God We Trust. It's like the coin went through a funhouse mirror before it was released. How it became worth $1.60 million. Here's where it gets interesting. Not all error coins are created equal. Some errors are common, and others, like this one, are insanely rare. Experts estimate that only a few of these coins exist in pristine, uncirculated condition. Add in a passionate collector market, and boom, supply and demand drive up the price. In 2023, one of these bad boys sold for $1.6 million at auction. Imagine the seller's face when they realized a penny they might have gotten as change for a soda decades ago was worth more than a mansion. That's the magic of coin collecting, my friends. How to spot the 1984 no mint mark penny. So, how do you know if you're sitting on a gold mine, or, in this case, a copper mine? You're looking for those doubling details on the obverse side of the coin. It has to be 1984. Sorry, 1983 fans. Coins in mint or uncirculated condition fetch the highest prices. Even if yours isn't perfect, it could still be worth something. If you've got a jar full of pennies, make it a family scavenger hunt. I promise you'll find at least one wheat penny, which might not be worth $1 million, but hey, it's still cool. Now, back to my car cleaning story. After finding that sticky penny, I was inspired to check all the change I had lying around. I even roped my mom into it because she still has those old coin purses from the 70s. Guess what? No $1 million penny, but we did find a 1964 silver dime worth about $10. Not life-changing, but hey, $10 is $10. The point is, coin hunting is a bit like fishing. Sometimes you reel in a big one, and sometimes it's just about the thrill of the chase, alright? So what have we learned today? The 1984 no mint mark Lincoln penny is proof that sometimes, the smallest things can hold the greatest value. It's not just a coin, it's a piece of history, a collector's dream, and maybe, just maybe, your ticket to a big payday. So, here's my challenge to you: go check your couch cushions, that jar of change on your dresser, or even your old piggy bank. Who knows? You might already be sitting on a $1.6 million penny. Before you go, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join our community of treasure hunters. I'll be back with more tips, tricks, and stories about coins worth serious cash. Don't miss out, your next big discovery could be just a video away. Alright, picture this: you're digging through your spare change, maybe looking for enough to grab a coffee or feed a parking meter. Suddenly, there it is, a shiny 1968 mint mark Lincoln penny. You shrug and think, it's just a penny, right? Well, not so fast. What if I told you that one of these little coins, in the right condition, could be worth $1.7 million? Yeah, you heard me, million, with an M. Welcome back to the channel where we turn pocket change into dream vacations and early retirements. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of the 1968 Lincoln penny, a coin that might just make you rethink how you treat your spare change. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, and who knows, you could be sitting on a gold mine. Let's get into it. First off, what makes the 1968 Lincoln penny so special? Well, it's not just about the date and mint mark. This coin has a story, and like all great stories, it's got a bit of mystery, a bit of rarity, and a whole lot of value. The D on the coin? That stands for the Denver Mint, where it was made. In 1968, millions of these pennies rolled off the presses. But here's the kicker: not all of them are created equal. Some of these pennies were struck with errors or in rare conditions that collectors absolutely lose their minds over. And now, before you rush to flip over every penny you've ever touched, let's break it down. To hit that jaw-dropping $1.7 million mark, your 1968 penny needs to check a few boxes. Collectors love coins that look like they've just rolled off the mint floor. No scratches, no dents, no signs it spent 20 years stuck in a couch cushion. If your coin is in what they call MS-65 condition, you're in the game. This is where the real fun begins. Some 1968 pennies have misprints, double dies, or other minting errors that make them one of a kind. Think of it like a typo on a rare book. It makes the coin unique and, therefore, insanely valuable. Now, most pennies from 1968 are made of copper, but every now and then, a coin will slip through made from the wrong material. These planchet errors can send the value skyrocketing. Alright, let me tell you a quick story. A few years back, my uncle, the guy who still keeps his coins in old peanut butter jars, pulled out a handful of pennies. He starts showing me his collection, and I'm half listening, thinking it's just a bunch of random pocket change. But then, there it was, a 1968 penny with a noticeable double die on the reverse side. I nearly spit out my coffee. That one coin ended up selling for tens of thousands of dollars at auction. Needless to say, Uncle Jerry now treats his coins better than his car. Here's where it gets even crazier. A pristine, rare 1968 D penny sold at auction for $1.7 million just last year. That's a life-changing amount of money, all for something most people wouldn't even bend down to pick up off the sidewalk. So, how do you know if your penny is worth more than a trip to the vending machine, get a magnifying glass, or, better yet, a jeweler's loupe? Check for any doubling on the date, lettering, or design. A normal 1968 D penny should 11 grams. If it's lighter or heavier, that's a clue it might have been struck on the wrong planchet. If you think you've hit the jackpot, send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll give you an official grade, which is essential if you want to sell it for big bucks. The 1968 D Lincoln penny, a tiny piece of copper that could make you a millionaire. Who would have thought, right? The next time you're fumbling through your spare change, give those pennies a second look. Your future self might just thank you for it. Have you ever found a coin that turned out to be valuable? Or maybe you're just now realizing you've been tossing potential fortune into the tip jar. Either way, I want to hear your story, and hey, if you found this video helpful or at least mildly entertaining, do me a favor, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I've got plenty more tips, tricks, and treasure hunts coming your way. Who knows? The next video might just turn you into a coin collecting expert. Hey there, coin enthusiasts and casual treasure hunters. What if I told you there's a penny in circulation right now that's worth a jaw-dropping $1.8 million? Yep, you heard that right. A humble, unassuming, copper-coated 2018 D-Mint Mark Abraham Lincoln penny could be your golden ticket to instant wealth. For now, before you start emptying your piggy bank or checking your couch cushions, stick with me, because I'm about to break down everything you need to know about this rare coin. By the end of this video, you'll be ready to hunt down this $1 million penny like a pro. Alright, let's get into the juicy details. The 2018 D penny comes from the Denver Mint, hence the D Mint mark right below the year. At first glance, it looks just like every other Lincoln penny you've ever seen. Same classic design, same color, same size. So, what's the big deal? It's all about the errors. That's right, a small mistake at the minting facility can turn a regular penny into a collector's dream. Some 2018 D pennies were struck with errors like double dies, off-center strikes, or even wrong planchet issues. These are basically the oopsies of the coin world, but collectors absolutely love them. Not every error is worth millions. The ones fetching that $1.8 million price tag are rare, like finding a needle in a haystack rare. But hey, needles do get found in haystacks, right? Now, let me tell you a little story. A few months ago, I was cleaning out my junk drawer, that magical place where keys, rubber bands, and who knows what else go to hide. As I'm sifting through the chaos, I spot a shiny penny. And guess what? It was a 2018 D. My heart skipped a beat. Could this be it? I thought. I grabbed a magnifying glass and examined it like a detective on a Netflix crime show. It wasn't the $1 million one. But it got me thinking, what if someone watching this video has the penny sitting in their spare change jar right now? Now, let's talk about identifying the valuable ones. Here's what to look for. Check for doubled letters or numbers on the coin, especially on Liberty or the date. If the image looks shifted or incomplete, you might have a winner. This happens when the penny was struck on a blank meant for a different coin. If you think you've got one, don't just run to your local bank asking for $1 million. First, get it graded by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll authenticate your find and give you a grade that could significantly impact its value. So, there you have it, the incredible story of the 2018 D-Mint Mark penny that could be worth $1.8 million. Who knew something so small could pack such a financial punch? Now, here's your mission. Go through your spare change, check every 2018 D penny you find, and who knows, you might be sitting on a fortune. And if you don't find one, don't worry. The thrill of the hunt is half the fun, and there are plenty of other valuable coins out there just waiting to be discovered. Before you go, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I'll be sharing more tips, stories, and strategies to help you uncover hidden treasures in your everyday pocket change. Don't miss out, your next big payday could be just a penny away. Hey there, fellow treasure hunters. Imagine this: you're digging through the change jar in your kitchen, looking for a quarter to feed the parking meter, and bam! You stumble upon a penny that could be worth much more than its face value. Sounds crazy, right? Well, today, we're talking about the 2009 Lincoln Bicentennial penny. This little copper gem might not buy you a yacht, but its value goes beyond just 1 cent. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why this penny is so special, how to spot a valuable one, and whether you should start hoarding these coins like a pirate searching for gold. Alright, let's start with the basics. The 2009 Lincoln Bicentennial pennies were issued to celebrate the 200th birthday of Abraham Lincoln and the 100th anniversary of the Lincolncent. But here's the kicker: they didn't just slap a party hat on Lincoln's head and call it a day. Instead, they created 4 unique designs for the reverse of the coin, each representing a different phase of Honest Abe's life. The birthplace log cabin, representing his humble beginnings in Kentucky, young Abe reading a book while sitting on a log. Honestly, it looks like the OG study hard, make money meme. A professional life, Lincoln standing in front of the Illinois State Capitol, looking sharp as a lawyer. Abe in front of the US Capitol during his time as president. Now, here's where it gets juicy. These pennies, they were produced in limited quantities compared to regular pennies, especially in the Denver and Philadelphia mints. And anytime something's made in smaller numbers, collectors start drooling over them. Let's talk about value. Right now, a 2009 Lincoln Bicentennial penny in average circulated condition is worth, drumroll please, about $1. That's a 10,000% increase over its face value. Sure, it's not life-changing money, but let me ask you this: when was the last time you turned 1 cent into a dollar without even trying? But wait, there's more. If you find one of these pennies in pristine, uncirculated condition or with a special error, like a double die or off-center strike, the value can skyrocket into the hundreds. Imagine the look on someone's face when you tell them your lucky penny is worth more than their fancy latte machine. Quick story: last summer, I was helping my grandma clean out her attic, and we stumbled upon an old jar of pennies. At first, I was like, okay, this is just more junk. But then I spotted one of these 2009 pennies. My heart did a little happy dance, but here's the kicker: it had a weird misprint on the reverse. I took it to a local coin dealer, and guess what? It was worth $150. Let me tell you, that was the easiest $150 I ever made. So, what's the takeaway here? Don't ignore your pocket change. That little penny you've been stepping over in the parking lot might just have a hidden story and value. The 2009 Lincoln Bicentennial penny is a perfect example of how something so small can hold historical significance and even a surprising price tag. Before you head out, make sure to check your change jars, dig into your piggy banks, and even raid your grandma's attic, with permission, of course. Who knows? You might be sitting on a mini goldmine. If you found this video helpful or entertaining, don't forget to smash that subscribe button. We've got plenty more coin hunting tips, stories, and strategies coming your way. And hey, share this video with a friend. You never know who might have a hidden gem in their pockets.